Peace, beautiful souls. Make some body butter, deodorant, and chapstick with me. So I used lavender, chamomile, and calendula dried herbs with a mango body butter, coconut oil, castor oil, and jojoba oil. So first I put those oils together with the herbs and let that sit in a double boiler method for like 2 hours. Let them infuse. Here you can see I burnt the bag of chamomile and it spilled everywhere. Typical me. So for the deodorant, I took an old stick that my mom had and took that off, cleaned it out to then put the deodorant that I'm making inside of there. So while the herbs are steeping in the oil or infusing in the oil, I started making the dry mixture for the deodorant, which I use 1 tablespoon of baking soda and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. I usually use all baking soda, but it kind of irritates my skin if I use too much. So someone mentioned to me a while back to use cornstarch instead. So this is my first time using cornstarch in my deodorant. Okay, so now it's been about that 2 hours, a little over, so I'm straining out the herbs and putting them into a bowl, and then I will be melting the mango butter. Same thing in the double boiler method. I put it in the same pot, so you'll see me eventually strain that out. I don't know how long that takes to melt, but it doesn't take super long. It depends on how much you're using. And as you can see, there's still herbs in it, so I'm straining it. And it's totally fine if there's still herbs inside of your body butter or the chapstick or the deodorant, whatever it is. There's usually still like tiny little pieces. So this is what it looks like all melted and all mixed together. That's the body butter and the oils. So these I bought from Dollar Tree, and my love bought me those 2 little things in a travel pack. So that's what I'm going to be using to put in the chapstick. Put the chapstick in. For the chapstick, I don't whip it. So as soon as I finish, I put it in those containers and then I put them in the fridge without the lids to let them cool and set. And that really doesn't take long, not nearly as long as it does to let the whole thing cool for the body butter. So that's in the fridge now, and now I'm putting some of the oil mixture for the deodorant. Now the recipe said 2 tablespoons, but I ended up putting about 5 or 5.5, I think, because to me it was still way too thick. And you'll see adding lavender essential oil, which I'm gonna have to find a different one because honestly I don't like how it smells, the lavender essential oil. I was pretty nervous making this deodorant because the last time I made one and put it in a stick, like a deodorant stick, I don't know what I did wrong, but it wouldn't go up. So I was really nervous of how it was going to come out, like after it's set into the deodorant stick. So after you put the pieces back together from washing it, you just push the thing or twist the thing all the way down. And then once you get it all the way down is when you pour in the mixture. So after that, I just tap it a few times to get it to like set or level, I should say, and then stick it in the fridge. And here is the oil for the body butter cooling, and this is it cooled. And here I am. As soon as I took it out the fridge, I was like, this is a bit too hard, so I was about to struggle. I know I'm about to struggle trying to mix this. You don't want it to get too hard, especially if you're mixing it by hand or whipping it by hand, because it's hard. So at this point I grabbed a spoon because it was really hard. And I didn't add the essential oil, so I did now. You can do that when it's still liquidy, but once it's cool, not when it's still hot. And at this point, I was like, it was still too hard, too thick for me, so I added a bit more jojoba oil. Here I am playing games. This thing was really giving me a whole workout. Usually, I had a feeling I should use more oil this time because I used way more body butter. I never used that amount, like the whole 16 ounces of body butter. And I did add more than the recipe told me, but to me I still needed more, which is why I added a bit more, but it's pretty good. So I get these containers also from Dollar Tree, these little glass bowls, and they come with lids. I love Dollar Tree personally. So that's what I put it into. And I ended up filling about like one and a little over half of another one of these little bowls. And this is the body butter. And as you can see, I used everything the same, but you can see they're all different consistencies, like the chapstick, the deodorant, and the body butter. So here I'm about to do a little test with the body butter. Personally, I absolutely love it. I've been making my own for like maybe 2 months now, but this is, like I said, I think I said my first time using mango butter. Usually I use shea butter, but I really, really love it. The shea butter to me has a super strong smell that I personally don't like, which is why I decided to switch. Next, I'll be trying cocoa butter. But here are the chapsticks. They're so cute. This is my second time making chapsticks, and usually for chapstick and the deodorant, you can use beeswax to make it more firm, because how I'm using it, where I'm at is really cold, so it'll stay pretty, like a pretty good consistency. But if you're somewhere that's hot, it would melt because of the butters and the oil mainly. But if you use beeswax, you won't have that issue. But right now, I don't need that, so I don't use it. But I really love it. I love how it came out. This is the body butter. And here's how the deodorant came out. You didn't see me lifting it or twisting it up, but I was so happy because I was so nervous. I thought it wasn't gonna work. And yeah, I'm super happy. Thanks for watching. You should totally try it. It's super fun and all natural. Yep, I love you. Happy healing and happy skin. See you later.